Hi, and today what we're going to do is we're going to have a little kind of lesson to a tune that's really opened up a lot of doors for me. It's the D major tune. It's based upon a D major chord, which is a D, an F sharp, and A. So all the strings are tuned to the notes in the D major chord. For instance, the E, top 6th string E, goes tuned down to a D. The A, 5th string, stays the same, D stays the same, and then your 3rd string G goes down 1/2 step to an F sharp. So if you were tuning that, instead of going to the 5th fret, you would kind of go to the 4th fret. Tune it that way if you want to lower it. The 2nd string, which is the B string, goes down to an A, and then finally the 1st string from an E goes down to a D. And it produces a, like you were playing like a D chord, but it's just all tuned to a D chord. So, of course, if we go up to 12th fret, we have the octave D. So we have D. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to kind of learn a little something like a blues rhythm, and we're going to kind of look at the chords in the D major, in the key of D major. So for instance, in the key of D major, we know that of course the 1st chord is D major. The 4th chord, which is going to be the 5th fret, or the 5th fret, is going to be a G major. And that's achieved by just kind of putting your 1st finger down on the 5th fret, because D, E, F sharp, G. G. Now, the 5th chord in the key of D major is an A major. So, easily we just take our 1st finger and move down to the 7th fret. And now we're playing like a major. So just with one finger, we could kind of play 3 chords. So 3 major chords in the key of D major. So for instance, we have D, and we have G, 5th fret, and then A major, 7th fret, back to open. I mean, you can do so many songs based upon folk, pop, rock. So forth. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a blues rhythm. Now, very simply, since you notice since the E string is dropped down a whole step, instead of having to go like this, it kind of changes it, and now we could just go with kind of our 1st finger or open and just going down to one whole step up. So now we have this. Now, the next chord is our 5th fret, the G. It's a lot easier. This way. Back to E. 7th fret. Back to our 5th fret, G. Now, second thing we're going to learn is we're going to learn the D major pentatonics. We're going to learn it on the 2 strings, since this is a short video. If you notice that we tune down from the E to a D and the B to an A, so it's kind of sort of like you're playing an E major pentatonic for those that know the E major pentatonic. But if you don't worry, we'll go through it really quick, and we'll start basically from the let's go to the 12th fret really quick. This is anybody that knows any pentatonic pattern knows our most famous one. That would be at the 12th fret and the 9th fret, and that would just go. Alright, so. So that's our 1st position. So we have 9, 12, 9, 12. So that kind of brings us to the open, because 12th fret is open. It's the repeats the octave. So we're going to start from up here first. We're going to go from O2 to O2. Open 2nd fret on the A string, and then O 2nd on the D string, or 1st string now. So we have that. Now we're going to go to a next position, and we're going to learn it kind of going up the neck. So we have this open 2, open 2. Now we're going to go up the next position. We're going to go 2, 5, 2, 3. So we have O2, then we have 2, 5, and then 2, 4, excuse me. So you can see how that kind of fits into what we're doing with our blues rhythm. Now if we go up to the next position, we kind of covered open to 2, 2 to 5, now we're going 5 to 7. So we're going to go 5th fret on the A string, or 2nd string, 5, 7, and then we're going to go to the 1st string, 4th fret, 7th fret. So if we put everything together so far, we have this. Okay, so we covered open, 2nd position, 5th position. We're moving down the neck towards 12th fret, which we started at. So we have this 5, 7, 4, 7. Now the next one is basically 7th fret, 9th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret. Right? You notice that a pentatonic is it's a 5-note scale, so it's usually just 2 notes per string. Kind of makes it a little. And then of course from there we have 7, 9, and then now we go from 9 to 12, where we kind of showed beginning the most famous pentatonic pattern on this first string. Now of course everything starts over the 12th fret, so as we did open 2, open 2, 12th fret is open, and then 14th fret would be the 2nd fret. And then everything once again repeats. 2, 5, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 3, and we did 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, so we can kind of go up the neck that way. So now that we know the positions, and always rewind it with the videotape, you could always tell, you know, it's kind of easy to remember. 0, 2, 2, 5, 2, 4, 5, 7, 4, 7, 7, 9, 7, 9, 9, 12, 9, 12, and then we repeat. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a basic blues rhythm, and we're going to do the rhythm for like a bar, just kind of get the feel of the rhythm, and then we're going to kind of incorporate like a little melody line, little lead line. This is essential for blues, is you're improvising and you're just kind of making it up on the spot. I think that's like really a good thing about practicing blues. It's not something that you're going to learn in a week. It's kind of like a lifelong process that you just keep on, you know, maybe 10 years from now, the way you play this blues progression will be, you know, 100 times better than what you're doing now. So don't expect to kind of, you know. Alright, so let's kind of put it together what we're going to do. So remember, we started with the basic rhythm, and it's just basically a 1, going to the 4 chord, which is a G, 5th fret, back to the open, then we go to the 7th fret, which is our A, back to our 5th fret, back to our D, open chord again. We'll turn around to end it. Okay, so let's put everything together. Now, of course, this is improvised. And what you should be doing is just kind of, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of play with it, you know, in each position, kind of moving up, and then maybe doing single string just to kind of know it. And that's how you should kind of know these tunings. Now, interestingly enough, when you know the D and the A string, the good news is that this is a D string, this is an A string, and this is a D string. So it's basically repeat, you know, D string, A string, D string, A string, and same repeat back to D string. So anything that you kind of do is going to be that scale. So for instance, if I know it's like 7/4 here, same thing up here, and then up here. So it's kind of a way where if you know these two kind of strings, you'll kind of get to know the whole fretboard. And that's what you want to do. You want to know all the fretboard, every position, every string. And you should know that in standard tuning, not just in D major tuning. So, you know, always kind of learn the notes and stuff like, you know, like for instance, I'm going to a D to a G. Okay, let's get going. And I'm just going to kind of play with it, like I said, just kind of go into each little position, and then, you know, kind of do a little rhythm, little harmony part, or excuse me, melody part, and then kind of just go up one string to show it, and where, you know, we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. eventually you saw what I was doing. I was basically kind of doing it and adding a little bit of a little kind of like a melody line. And notice too when I went to the 5th fret that really in the note it's the F sharp and not the G in the pentatonic. That's okay. So obviously it'll work. But then I kind of go back to the F sharp to kind of emphasize that. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got a lot out of it. You know, also too, if you want to go a little bit more traditional blues instead of a major, here's a very easy little thing. If you know the notes in a D dominant 7 or a D7 chord, all you do is you add a C natural. So now, listen to the difference in the rhythm with a dominant 7 chord instead of the major chords. Play from your heart, and thanks. My name's James Sarah.